Hello class 5. In this video I am going to revise the poems and the first poem will be Daffodils. Daffodils, this poem is written by William Wordsworth. William Wordsworth is one of the most significant English poets of English literature. He was very famous for his nature poems, and this poem Daffodils is also very famous in uh, English literature. So we are going to start with the poem and take out the book, that means 9 heads book, and turn to page number 161. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high o'er vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils. Beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. So, what is that? It's written that I wandered lonely as a cloud. I wandered lonely as a cloud means here how the clouds are wandering in the sky. Just like that, the poet was also wandering here and there, where in valleys and in the hills. When all at once I saw a crowd of a host of golden daffodils. While the poet wandering in the valley and in the hills, that time he saw the magnificent view of the golden daffodils. Okay, so he saw that a host of golden daffodils, that means in large number of daffodils. Beside the lake, beneath the trees. Where did he see? He saw beside the lake and beneath the trees, that means under the trees. Fluttering and dancing in the breeze. So fluttering and dancing in the breeze. How did the daffodils dance? It is the idea, it is the thinking, it is the imagination of the poet, that the poet was thinking the daffodils could also dance. Okay, so when the breeze, that means when the air was blowing, so that time the smooth soft air was blowing. Soft air means breeze. So when the air was blowing, so with the help of the air, the daffodils were also moving, and it seemed like to the poet that the daffodils were dancing. Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way, they stretched in never-ending line along the margin of a bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. So, continuous as the stars that shine, how does how the stars are shining in the sky? If we see the Milky Way, we can see the endless stars over there, and there the stars are twinkling. The stars are twinkling, and there are endless stars. Just like that, in the seashore, on this, that means margin of a bay means the shorelines. On the shorelines, there were lots and lots of daffodils. Okay, and the daffodils were also twinkling like the stars. The number of daffodils were endless, and the stars are also endless. So it just similar to the stars. The daffodils are similar to the daffodils are similar. It's similar to the stars for the poet. Okay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. So he saw, the poet saw 10,000 daffodils. That means a huge number of daffodils at a glance. At a glance means just like quick look. When he just saw the daffodils, he saw that endless daffodils were there. That means it more than 10,000 daffodils, and those daffodils were tossing their heads in sprightly dance. It looked like that they were dancing. They were dancing on the with the help of the breeze. Okay, and dancing means is it possible that the daffodils could daffodils dance? No, but it is the imagination of the poet that daffodils were with the help of the breeze, the daffodils were moving their bodies just like that, and the poet was thinking the daffodils were dancing. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. The waves, you know that there were where the daffodils were present. So there was a bay. That means there was the water body. So the waves were coming to the shore, and then it went to the sea again. Okay, and the dancing of the waves to the poet, the dancing that means to the poet, the beauty of the daffodils surpassed the beauty of the waves. That means the wave to the poet, the beauty of the daffodils more than the beauty of the waves. Okay, just like the waves were also to the poet, he thought that it was his imagination. He thought the waves were dancing, and the daffodils were also dancing. How the waves were dancing? The waves were coming to the shore. Again, it hit against the shore, and again it went back to the sea. And the daffodils were also dancing. How? The daffodils were moving their heads, and when the breeze was blowing. So it was the two things were dancing to the poet, but the poet daffodils were more appealing to the poet than the waves of the sea. A poet could not but he be gay in such a jocund company. The poet was very happy. Okay, because he was in a jocund company. Jocund means here cheerful company. Cheerful company means this lovely nature. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. That means the poet was thinking about the beautiful nature, and when he was thinking about the nature, the beauty and everything, his idea, his mind enriched by the idea of this beauty again and again, and that's why he became very happy and content and very satisfied, and obviously more of all very happy, joy. He was filled up with joy. For oft when on my couch I lie in vacant or in pensive mood. So now often when the poet was thinking about the nature, when he was alone, he was in free time, when he was just vacant, when he was empty, when he was pensive means, that means when he was thoughtful, when he was thinking, they flash upon that inward eye. Who flash upon? The daffodils, the host of golden daffodils just came into his mind, which is the bliss of solitude. Bliss means happiness. Which is the bliss of solitude means it's the happiness of loneliness. When the poet was in lonely time, when he was thinking about the beauty of the nature, so at that time the daffodils came into his mind, and he became very, very happy. Okay. And then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils. Then his heart became filled up with the happiness, and obviously it danced. It was also it was dancing with the golden daffodils. Okay.